Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Breaking news, Edo 2020. Hey, my people, I won't tell you the party, but one party just, disowned their governorship candidate 2 weeks to the election. Can you believe that? This election is a big one, a determinant of what will happen in another 4 years, who will be governing Edo State, what the matter will be, how things will go. One of the parties has just disowned their candidates. Can you believe that? There are two big major parties in this election whose name has been ringing the bell all since the beginning of the whole campaign period that has become very prominent. And these two main big parties are the PDP and the APC, where we have PDP Governor Gordon Obaseki, APC Pastor Sage Ize Iyamu. Ize Iyamu is also jointly supported by a force called Adams Oshomole. You see, and Adams Oshomole is against the candidates of the People Democratic Party, Governor Gordon Obaseki. And so the matter is quite interesting. But the matter reaching us right now as we speak is that one of the parties has just disowned their governorship candidates. I'm telling you, you won't believe it. Anyway, guys, let's get into the news so you can get all the details and I can take you out of this suspense. Edo 2020, APM disowned governorship candidate 2 weeks to election. Barely 2 weeks to the Edo State governorship election, the Edo State chapter of the Alliance People Movement, APN, weekend said the party no longer has candidate for the September 19 governorship election. Can you believe that? Mr. Agbiwake said who the said candidate who emerged the APN governorship candidate was accused by the state leadership of the party of collecting and conniving with some national members of the party to hijack the party for their selfish interests. The Edo chapter of the party said it can no longer tolerate the undue and overbearing tendencies of the national leadership of the party and vowed to resist it in the interest to preserve and defend democracy. The state's chairman of the party, Dr. Samson Fanani, while addressing newsmen in Benin, expressed shock and at the seriousness of the sudden appearance of what the governorship candidate has done, whom they said has abandoned campaign only to surface 2 weeks to election when it is clear that he has withdrawn from the governorship race. The looming crisis in the Edo State chapter of the APM is linked to undue interference in the running of the party by the national office ahead of the state governorship election. We in Edo State have refused a force alleged an agenda which is to us an anti-democratic one and capacity of derailing the electoral process and the democratic process in the state, as the circumstances are stated from the primaries of the governorship election, which was solely handled by some leadership when and where a confident candidate who is virtually unknown in Edo State chapter was forced on us by some elements of the National Secretariat. It may be of interest to know that this imposed candidate disappeared as soon as the whole process was done and we accepted his candidacy for the governorship election slated for September the 19th. He disappeared, left us to no other choice but to accept that he has naturally voluntarily withdrawn from the race until few days ago when he surfaced to say he's still interested in the race, thus bearing a suspension of a funny game. And we looked at him and said, you cannot be serious. It will interest you to know that while all the party former candidates abandoned the party, we, the state executive, kept the faithful and kept the party running. We kept the party running, attending all relevant functions, expanding, speaking to the state leaders of a party and of with regards to the election process, as well as speaking relevant bills without any support from the candidate of the national secretary. Another issue which has given Edo State leadership concern is the suspended hidden agenda naturally hidden by these elements at the National Secretariat disposal, whosoever the element is in the September 19 election, irrespective of the party, from the performance as well as the financial implication. And again, we have been found to have put our things together, our money, our everything, all in a bid to make sure that this election stand for some persons just to come and impose a candidate on us. We have therefore say that we have no candidate APN in the September 19 governorship election in Edo State. We are using this medium to call on the national leadership of APN to call this element at the national secretariat to order in the interest of continuous peace and coexistence of growth of democracy in Nigeria. For us to continue as a party, we cannot have this imposed candidate on us who has shown great degree of irresponsibility to be our candidate in Edo State. So my people, there you have it. APM has finally said, you know what, we don't have a candidate in Edo State in this election. We have, so right now, initially we told you guys that 14 candidates are the ones slated to participate in this election. But apparently what we are hearing right now is that from the 14 has become 13, because apparently one of the candidates has just been finally nullified by his own party. His party has come up to say that we have no candidate in this election that will be taking place very soon. As for us, APM, there is no candidate from us. Please carry on with business as usual. They went on to explain that this candidate, first of all, was imposed to them from the National Secretariat. They have no say in this party. They have no candidates, and they continue with this candidate only for the candidates to just abscond and come 2 weeks to the election to say that he is the candidate and is still interested. Well, we have finally disowned him and said, well, we have nothing to do with you. From us is goodbye, bye for now, and bye and bye. And they said, there, we are sorry, but not sorry. There is no such thing as a candidate for us. If he has not come up to have any form of campaign or participated, that they have been the one in the state going about making sure that things are done in order, and right now they have no candidate. Don't forget that Governor Gordon Obaseki, Philip Shaibu, Pastor Izeyamu are part of the contestants in the race. Philip Shaibu and Governor Gordon Obaseki won ticket under the People Democratic Party under the umbrella. Why Ize Yamu is under the APC, under the broom, you see. So these are things going on right now as we speak. Edo State, the ball is in your court. You've heard it all. Have a lovely and a wonderful day. Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Bye for now.